A Foreign Affairs Principal Secretary Korir Singh has once again draws international attention after making remarks on social media that about the new United Nations peacekeeping mission in Haiti that did not sit well with a Russian delegation at the UN. The issue began shortly after the United Nations Security Council approved the new operation known as the Gang Suppression Force, which will take over from the Kenyan-led multinational security support mission that has been operating in the troubled Caribbean nation. Korir Singh, who has been on the face of Kenya's diplomatic communication since his appointment, shared a statement online welcoming the UN resolution. In his post, he described the decision by the United Nations Council as unanimous adoption and praised it for a positive steps towards restoring peace and order in Haiti. The statement, however, caught the attention of Russian First Deputy Permanent Secretary to the UN, Dismay Polakiv, who quickly pointed out that the decision was not unanimous. He clarified that Russia, China, and Pakistan had obtained or abstained from the vote, even they though did not oppose the formation of new mission. The exchange between the Russian envoy and the Kenyan official unfolded on X, formerly known as Twitter, and immediately sparked discussion among diplomats, journalists, and foreign policy observers. Many questioned whether the principal secretary had made a minor wording mistake or whether he was unaware of the details of the vote. The online correction by the Russian diplomat left Kenyan Foreign Affairs Ministry in an uncomfortable position, as the ministry has been working to maintain credibility in international engagement following several earlier communication missteps. The new gang suppression force approved by the United Nations is designed to help the Haitian government deal with the surge in gang violence that has destabilized the country for years. The mission, which includes up to 5,500 uniformed officers, made up for both police and soldiers, they will work hand in hand with Haitian National Police and the Haitian Armed Forces. The main goal will be to neutralize heavily armed gangs, protect public institutions, and secure humanitarian routes for aid workers who have often been targeted by criminal groups. The transition from the Kenyan-led multinational security support mission to the new force task a major shift in the international community approach to the Haitian crisis. The Kenyan-led mission had struggled to gain traction amid political instability in Haiti and growing insecurity in Port-au-Prince. The new plan seeks to introduce a strong, larger force with a clear mandate and wide international backing. The United States, one of the main sponsors of the new resolution, emphasized that the scale and the seriousness of the mission describe it as a 5 times larger than its predecessor. Korir Singh comments on social media made it at a time when Kenya has been under pressure to demonstrate effective leadership in its international peacekeeping commitments. The Kenyan government has taken an active role in regional and global peace mission, positioning itself as a stabilizing partner in Africa and beyond. However, the principal secretary statement once again brought the attention to the accuracy and professionalism of Kenya's diplomatic communication. This is not the first time Singh has faced criticism for his online activity. Earlier in 21st February 2024 or 2025, he was forced to issue a public apology after he posted a video on his social media account that turned out to be artificially generated using AI technology. The video, which appeared to show CNN journalist Farid Sakari discussing Kenya's involvement in Sudan peace effort, was later confirmed to be fake. Singh deleted the video and expressed regret for sharing it without verifying its authenticity. The mistake sparked a wider discussion about the growing challenge is misinformation, the end of caution when dealing with AI-generated content. especially from government officials. In October 2024, the principal secretary was again in the spotlight over the controversial repatriation of four Turkish nationals who had been living in Kenya. The individuals were reportedly facing serious charges in Turkey, and the deportation drew criticism from human rights organizations, including Amnesty International and the International Commission of Jurists. These groups argued that the move exposed the men to potential persecution and even death once they returned to Turkey. Despite the outcry, Singh defended the government's decision, saying that Kenya had acted in the interest of maintaining mutual diplomatic relations and uphold legal obligations with the other nations. The repeated incidents have placed Singh under scrutiny both from within the government circles and among Kenya's international partners. As the top foreign affairs official under the minister led by Cabinet Secretary Musalia Mudavadi, his public statements are often seen as representing the official position of the Kenyan government. Each time an error or controversial statement is made, it raises questions about the communication protocol within the ministry and the accuracy of information being shared with the public and international community. The latest diplomatic misunderstanding with Russia comes at a sensitive time when Kenya continues to manage multiple foreign policy challenges. These include the commitment in the Democratic Republic of Congo peace progress, its engagement on regional security discussion within the East African community, and its leadership in the now transformed Haitian mission. Observers have noted that Kenya's growing global presence also requires greater discipline and accuracy in its international communication, especially when engaging through digital platforms. Russia's response to the Kenyan government was seen by many as a gentle but firm reminder of the need for precision in diplomatic language. The correction made was publicly, allowing the entire diplomatic community to witness the exchange. The incident added to a growing list of comments or moments where Kenya officials have had to clarify or retract public remarks following international reaction. For years, Singoya Korir continues to represent Kenya on various international platforms, promoting the country's foreign policy goals and participation in multilateral discussion. Despite the criticism, he remained a central figure in Kenya's diplomatic engagement and continue to emphasize Kenya's role as peacekeeper, broker, and advocate for the global cooperation.